be in that position because everything is broke.
Every time I elevate, it's something to celebrate. John Jones, I went to heavyweight on these featherweights, but I ain't backing down, I'ma take the weight up another plate. Leave nothing but crumbs, that's how you eat, let me demonstrate. Decade in the game, I ain't lost a step, I just up the pace. Watch them up the pay, I put in the reps and pick up the chase. Then it up the balance, but we ain't even no miles away. It ain't just a talent, I took the challenge and walked the race. Fell a couple times, but I got back up with some saving grace. Definitely leader, a pastor still need a preacher. Talk to me when I'm shallow, lend a lens to see deeper, closer in to see higher up. That's too much for the speakers, but ain't much for the thinkers. Clouded, I rush to the lower end to see what's in the deeper. Found a message to send itself, we're much younger and eager. Keep your youth and maintain your health, cause the future is trouble. But you made for the struggle, and you born with the hustle. Any imagery less than greatness, erase it and double down on your first mind. I come from the worst kind, made life before I found shine. No chain, it was all grind. I'm him and they wanna dim, but my lumen's way off the chart. I'm human, I can't admit, but my spirit up with the stars. I'm clear as I ever been, this feeling won't never end. They watching, I notice, but it ain't knocking the focus. I'm highest and hottest, but I still be the coldest. I'm a champion, I'ma win, I know. I'ma grind for mine, they can't stop me, no. If I die, it's fine, cause I live to show that it can be done. I'm a champion, I'm a champion, I'ma win, I know.
Really making something out of nothing. I'm glad to be in that position because everything is broke.
Every time I elevate, it's something to celebrate. John Jones, I went to heavyweight on these featherweights, but I ain't backing down, I'ma take the weight up another plate. Leave nothing but crumbs, that's how you eat, let me demonstrate. Decade in the game, I ain't lost a step, I just up the pace. Watch them up the pay, I put in the reps and pick up the chase. Then it up the balance, but we ain't even no miles away. It ain't just a talent, I took the challenge and walked the race. Fell a couple times, but I got back up with some saving grace. Definitely leader, a pastor still need a preacher. Talk to me when I'm shallow, lend a lens to see deeper, closer in to see higher up. That's too much for the speakers, but ain't much for the thinkers. Clouded, I rush to the lower end to see what's in the deeper. Found a message to send itself, we're much younger and eager. Keep your youth and maintain your health, cause the future is trouble. But you made for the struggle, and you born with the hustle. Any imagery less than greatness, erase it and double down on your first mind. I come from the worst kind, made life before I found shine. No chain, it was all grind. I'm him and they wanna dim, but my lumen's way off the chart. I'm human, I can't admit, but my spirit up with the stars. I'm clear as I ever been, this feeling won't never end. They watching, I notice, but it ain't knocking the focus. I'm highest and hottest, but I still be the coldest. I'm a champion, I'ma win, I know. I'ma grind for mine, they can't stop me, no. If I die, it's fine, cause I live to show that it can be done. I'm a champion, I'm a champion, I'ma win, I know. I'ma grind for mine, they can't stop me, no. If I die, it's fine, cause I live to show that it can be done. I'm a champion, I'm a champion. Life been so crazy, I can't do nothing but look high. This is just like I prayed, but ain't like I thought. I'm my way and sitting in my zone while they plotting out my grave. I'm plotting my next stop, I'll stay getting that pay. I kept it true, I can't say how they played. I'm just gonna state what I knew and thank God I got grace. Grace for my years I've been putting in that pain. The bounce back insane, the build up took time, but wiped up the stains. I'm mic'd up as live, tap in, let's get gains. It ain't no more would did or should did. I got too much right now to brain. That's all I know and all I live. For all trying to stop my show, the tour 10 years ain't stopping till it's round the world and back again and back again and back again.
Hit that like button, MGN. Watch me spin out. Take my name out your mouth, I rep in the South. They call me Redo, I'm in the Enzo, hitting you with the lyrical flow. Never drive a compressor, but you're hearing me dope. I'm a heavyweight champion, I'm doing my thing. Punching punchlines, yeah, doing my thing. I'm about to break it off, I'm about to set it off. And freestyling is my thing, don't piss me off. I'm doing my Snoop thing, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm the lyrical best, understand. I ain't even gotta tell you the rest to check out my phone. Watch the notifications coming through. Watch the emails coming through. Watch the business coming through. I'm blessed by the Most High. Don't ask me why, cause I gotta do. Ask me why? DVR, let me switch it up on them. Driving 2 Lambos, let me keep them. And I'ma keep them You know what time it is, you know what's behind this, and I'ma give it to y'all just like this. And you better hit the like button, you know what's behind this. And I'm the champion, and I'm a Dawn. You already know, so Dawn. On and on and on and on and on and on. Freestyling is what I do, dog. And I'm the king of this thing, man. I'm the king of the jungle. King Kong beating on my chest. Who got next? I ain't even gotta tell you. Let's start it. Don't get me started. What's up, ladies and gents? Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit that. Hey. Y'all know what time it is, man. Stop playing with your boy. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hit that like button for your boy, man. You know how we get down, baby. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up, y'all? I see my boy Skillful in the house, man. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood. Egyptian dance. I'm in a good mood, baby. I'm in a good mood. I see my boy Skillful. I see y'all up in here. You know what I'm saying? I see y'all up in here. It's a blessing, man. It's a blessing to see y'all. You feel me? Let's go, man. Let's go. Y'all ready? It's lunchtime now. You know what I'm saying? We eating real good today, y'all. We reading. Come on, man. Come on. Don't get me started, man. What's up, everybody? Let's get the intro out the way and let's get the show started today, man. What's up, everybody? This is your boy Marlon, and we are back at it again, man, with another edition of the show. So if this is your first time watching, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. Turn on that post notification bell so you never miss out on the daily updates that we have in the land of PlayStation, Xbox, as well as PC, and everything that we can get our hands on. If that is something that intrigues you, then this is the place for you. Welcome back to the channel, guys. All right, man. How you guys doing today? I'm going to tell y'all right now, you better understand, guys, that we're approaching the end of the year, and typically around this time of the year, after the Game Awards, and oh, just so you know, congratulations, man. This is a thing that I love to celebrate gaming in this kind of way, and I will say, give credit where credit's due. And you know, at the Game Awards and stuff like that, I said, man, I just knew in my head right off the rip that Expedition 33 was going to win Game of the Year. And like I said, it's beautiful to see a indie developer, right? Just clean house, right? And right now, Shasta Sandfall Interactive, right now, the game is sold out. Like, you can't even, and this happens, I think the same thing happened with Astrobot last year. The game is sold out right now. You go on Amazon, Best Buy, sold out. I mean, it was already a little scarcity with the physical copy of the game. And it was just like, little, if you hear some noises in the background, guys, this is my lawn getting cut right now. So sorry about the noise. But yeah, the game, before, because remember, I think they launched the game digitally at first, and then shortly thereafter they started to do like the whole situation with the physical copy, and then people were buying the physical copy. Now, I just talked to my cousin because I'm actually going to hook him up with a physical copy of the game for his Christmas, by the way, because he was like, man, he wants to get Expedition 33. I'm like, bro, get on it. He was like, man, it's a really good game. And I said, yo, I played the game, bro. I got to a little bit past the halfway point of the game, and then there was some other games that came out at the time, so I kind of got off track. So I'm gonna get back into the game again. And I actually have a friend that actually beat the game multiple times, like crazy. So people really genuinely love this game. So I'm gonna hook up my cousin. I told him, I said, don't even trip, bro, I got you. So I got a way to get the actual physical copy and stuff like that. So I was like, bro, I got you. Merry Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to try to get my cousin hooked up. But Expedition 33, phenomenal game, man. I know it's not an everybody type of game, but going into 2026, man, one thing is for certain. I hope that there's more and more developers, you know, like Sandfall Interactive that can really, really pull the strings, because it's not necessarily about, you know, the third-party developers and bigger third-party developers like Rockstar and Naughty Dog and all these other developers. It's also about the small ones too. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update on that. If you're trying to look for the physical copy of this game, it's going to be hard. Maybe GameStop might have one or two copies here and there, but Best Buy, Amazon is pretty much like temporarily out of stock right now. You love to see it. All right, so we do have some major topics to go over here. We got two major leaks to go over and talk about. One is talking about the PlayStation 6 handheld, which we did talk about this with that lower power mode, and basically Sony, this has come from Moore's Law is Dead. Basically Sony, you know, behind the scenes is pushing this lower power mode, you know, that we're having currently right now with the PS5. And apparently that's going to be a big thing, especially with the PlayStation 6 handheld. And I even heard something about 8K or something like that. I don't even freaking know at this point. That is absolutely insane. You know, Canis, I think that's the code name or something like that. Yo, this handheld is heating up right now. So we got some information to go over when it actually comes to the CPU of this bad boy. And on top of that, man, we just getting PS5 Pro stuff left and right. Yesterday, we talked about Project Redstone, AMD Redstone. But man, I'm going to be honest with y'all. This PSSR 2, we got some more news, more leaks to go over and discuss right now. And it seems as though we have a developer that's coming out talking about this. Man, this thing is going to be a huge jump. It's not, apparently, according to Moore's Law, that it is not, we already covered that part. It is not just a, you know, just a regular like update or something like this. Is a massive overhaul. It's almost like the jump from FSR 2, he said, from FSR 2 to FSR 4. Bro, that is a huge jump. I ain't even stressing that right now. I'm not even going to stress that right now. The jump from FSR 2 to 4 was leaps and bounds of huge freaking jump. So that's what they're saying now. The jump from FSR, not FSR, PSSR or PSSR, whatever you want to call it. The jump from PSSR to PSSR 2 is from FSR 2 to FSR 4. That's insane. I'm going to tell y'all right now, that is insane. And apparently Sony is doing everything that they can to not have as much issues. You know what I mean? Because you know the issues that we've been having, you know, with developers, you know, saying, oh man, you know, they can't seem to get PSSR to run right or to look right, and all sorts of image issues and stuff like that, you know, denoising, noise, whatever, artifacts, whatever the case may be. And now none of that. Apparently Sony is like, look, man, they're getting it down to a science. So I'm thinking about some of the biggest releases of next year. And this is coming from a hardcore fan, like a hardcore console fan. Like, I want the best frame rate and the best, resolution that I can possibly get. And I'm thinking about GTA 6 at this point. Can't stop thinking about GTA 6. Can't believe I'm even in existence to even think about GTA 6 right now. That's how amazing this is, and I'm along for the ride. 2026 is absolutely incredible when you think about the amount of games between January and February alone, just starting off the year. We ain't talking about March, April, May, June, the rest of the year. We just got so much games to look forward to. I'm telling you, we're going to have to be kicking it in over time when it comes to a lot of these games that are going to be dropping in next year and starting off the year right. If you think about, the games, like, for instance, we didn't even talk about like Wolverine, or we're not even talking about Crimson Desert and what was Phantom Blade Zero, and Forza Horizon 6 and Gears of War E-Day, and it's so many games. Fable, we're gonna be seeing updates on that next month. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of crazy. And all these games are going to PlayStation 5. You know what I mean? So with this massive update to the PS5 Pro, these games are going to shine on the Pro. And I can't wait. I honestly can't wait. I mean, shout out to my brother Skillful, paying a premium price for the PS5 Pro. This is what you kind of expect to be happening. And here's the other kicker part about this, right? The biggest focus apparently for Sony internally right now is making sure that the PlayStation 6 handheld is ready to go. You see what I'm saying? The lower power mode that they're going to be pushing, this functionality, this feature set, it's not about shooting for the highest resolution with this lower power mode. It's also shooting for a stable frame rate, right? Because having a stable frame rate is very, very important. And so I'm excited, guys. I'm literally excited. I am so freaking hyped right now. I can't wait to get into that calendar year, because honestly, I do believe this year coming up is going to be the best generation that we have ever gotten. Like, I'm just going to keep it a $150 with you guys. On top of that too, we're going to talk about Sucker Punch now. Yo, shout out to the GOATs, Sucker Punch. I think Sucker Punch does a phenomenal job when it comes down, to the games. You know what I mean? I love Tsushima. It's one of my favorite. I was talking to my friend over the weekend, and he told me that he beated, Tsushima on Steam Deck, on his LCD Steam Deck. And he was like, man, I love that game. And I was like, bro, you and me both. It is by far my favorite PlayStation IP of all time. Like, it's the greatest to me. I love that game so much. I've beaten that game so many times. And I told y'all I finished Ghost of Yotei. Ghost of Yotei as well. Amazing games. And not only that, but like Sly Cooper and, Infamous and all that. I love Sucker Punch. So we do have a major update here in regards to Sucker Punch and stuff like that. In terms of leadership, it's a good thing. Don't worry. Also, too, now, not trying to scare you guys or anything like that, but I told you guys about the RAM situation that's been taking place and everything like that. And it's only getting worse. And Samsung, one of the biggest behind the RAM and production and all these kind of things. Yeah, no joke right now. It's not looking good right now when it comes to RAM. Now they're saying no stock available, and they just went up on the contract price by over 100%. Yeah, it's not looking too good. And the whole situation with Micron, with, basically no more crucial for like consumers and stuff like that to get RAM and stuff, like it's a mess going into 2026. So a lot of these, anything that uses RAM or anything like that will be a battle going into next year. It's going to be very, very expensive going into next year. So we're going to touch up on that. We're also going to talk about something here that I wanted to shed with you guys that I feel like is pretty significant, to say the least. And I think this is something that you guys need to understand. And this is one of the things that I do love about Sony, man. Talking about longevity. I know it might be annoying for some of you guys, but hear me and hear me loudly and clearly right now. PlayStation 4, right? PlayStation 4, dropped what, 13 years ago, right? Like literally, you know what I mean? Or by 2027, it will be 14 years old, right? And this console is still getting games. I told you guys. That's one thing I could say about Sony, man, is that they continue to support these older machines. That's what I told y'all. When you buy a PS5, you know what you're getting yourself into, right? If Sony is still supporting PS4 13 years later, what do you think is going to happen with a PS5? That's why I try to tell you boys. I'm not telling you what to do. I told y'all, I said, look, if you're in the market, right now is the time. Whether it's a PS5 or a Series X or a Switch 2, whatever the case, now is the time, because to see Sony still to this day and going into 2026, there's games coming for PS4. Going into 2027, yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. So people who bought their PlayStation 4 consoles back in November of 2020 of 2013, bro, you are getting your money's worth. You've been got your money's worth, bro. You hit the 5-year mark, you already got your money's worth. 10-year mark, that is just like way too much. You know what I'm saying? That is like a way too much. You know what I'm saying? Like you made your money back 10 times over. But bro, going into 10 plus years and you're still getting games. No wonder why a majority of the fan base was still sitting on PS4, because hey, for those same reasons. And I told you guys, it's the same thing that's going to happen with PlayStation 6. I said, look, here's what's going to happen with PlayStation 6. You're going to get into that generation thinking that, oh yeah, PS5, thing of the past. Nah, bro, you're going to get a bunch of cross-generation game for at least 3 to 4 years max, right? Just bunch of cross-generation games. And then even after that, you're still going to be getting PS5 game. PS5 ain't going nowhere. PS5 is just beginning. If Sony continues the same roadmap like they've been doing with the PlayStation 4, yeah, bro, you're going to get sick of PS5. You're going to be like, man, I'm so sick of PS5. Yep, I try to tell you guys. Sony, they're going to continue to support third-party developers. Most of them, apparently now we're hearing that's transitioning over to PS5. And you think that some of these developers that are slowly transitioning to PS5 is just going to automatically go over to PS6 right away? No, they're still going to be on PS5, right? Making games, developing games, for all of us to play and enjoy. So yeah, it's crazy to me. So we're going to talk about that situation as well. And holy freaking cow, to no surprise, this is a PlayStation 6 game. I'm just going to call it like it is. Dead Island 3. Now, I'm not going to sit here and be fake. I'm not going to sit here and be fake and tell you that, oh, I'm the biggest Dead Island guy. No, I'm not. But I remember playing it on the Xbox 360. I remember playing Dead Island 2 briefly. And also Dead Island 3. That's PlayStation 6. When we talk about the release window for this actual game, yeah, PlayStation 6, no doubt. And if Dead Island 2 looked really, really good, I'm going to tell you right now, Dead Island 3 is fixing to look crazier. You see what I'm saying? Especially on PlayStation 6 and Magnus. By 2028, by that time frame, you have PlayStation 6, you have the next Xbox. Hopefully we get to see the lid on the PlayStation 6 handheld and things of that nature. So a lot of these games, guys, are PlayStation 6 games. You look at games like Fizzant from Hideo Kojima, espionage type, stealth type games, similar to Metal Gear. That's PlayStation 6. I mean, we already seen our PlayStation 6 games, Dead Island 3. On the Sony side of things, we have, Firewalk working on something brand new. I think it's I don't know. They said Until Dawn, a sequel to Until Dawn. We don't know. Maybe something brand new altogether, but that's PlayStation 6 as well. So there's tons of PlayStation 6 stuff. On top of that, too, I saw some report about Venom as well. And I think Venom still might be PS5, but it's going to be cross-gen at this point, because if you look at it this way, we got Wolverine coming out next year. And Wolverine, I'm going to tell you this right now. Oh my God, I'm so excited, bro. Wolverine is going to be that game that we've been waiting for on PS5. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, we got Sorrows. We're eating good next year, man. Everybody, it's something for everybody next year. But yo, let's talk about it, because Wolverine is one of those games that I feel like people that wanted to buy a PS5 5 years ago is now getting a PS5 4. And I try to tell you boys, I said, look, Wolverine is a system seller. You guys know me. I'm a big Marvel fan. I'm a big Marvels guy. But I'm going to tell you one thing. That Wolverine is going to look absolutely incredible. You know, and I trust Insomniac Games. I trust their judgment. But man, they have a crazy portfolio right now, because when you look at the roadmap of games, Marvel games, you know, Marvel CEO saying that he's thrilled to, you know, continue to work with Insomniac Games and, you know, continue the Marvel contract with Sony and Insomniac. And just think about that, man. You know, man, it's such a beautiful thing to know that Sony did the right thing. They did the right thing by buying Insomniac Games, because Insomniac Games is now a household name when it comes to superhero games. Like, they're the go-to studio now. And this is why I try to tell you boys, it's very crucial when you purchase the right studio. And I say all this to say this, like Wolverine and Venom. I think Venom is going to be similar to Miles Morales, how they treated Miles Morales as a cross-generation game. And by the way, my Nintendo boys, I got something for y'all. So just off the rip really quickly, the free Final Fantasy VII remake integrate demo is out now on the Nintendo Switch 2. So go ahead, grab that, download that right now. And your save data, this is coming directly from Nintendo, your save data will be carried over when the game launches on January 22nd, 2026. So my Nintendo boys, I told y'all, I always try to have something for you boys. You know what I'm saying? So buckle up, you know, check out, Final Fantasy VII Integrate, download the demo. Let me know what you think about the performance, or maybe you've already played it or whatever the case may be. But there is that one, man. Just thought I would throw that in there as well as a bonus. But yo, I'm telling you guys, man, gaming is getting very, very excited. I know for the rest of this year, that's it. You know, we're closing this year out and it's going to be a little dry, and it's time to just get back in your backlog of games. So that you can, you know what I mean, get yourself ready for 2026. But guys, I'm excited, man. We got some release dates on some games that we've been waiting for, like, you know, Phantom Blade Zero. Make sure you guys vote up at the top of the poll right there. Battlefield 6, you know, more DLC roadmap. I mean, a lot of these games, man, are going to be getting the really good treatment, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, so starting off January, man, we're eating good. You know, we got that Xbox developer, you know, direct and stuff like that. Then hopefully maybe February, we might get a, going into March, we might get a big show from Sony, because I know that they're due to show us some more stuff on Wolverine. And yo, let me tell you this, by the time we see Wolverine again, oh my God, I'm telling you guys, I can't wait, man. I can't wait. And I want to see what Sony got in the oven for 2027. You know what I'm saying? I want to see, and Microsoft as well, like what's going on with Blade. You know, what's going on with Elder Scrolls 6. I know we're still years away. I need to calm down. You know, that the Elder Scrolls 6 is going to take a little bit of time, and I need to relax my nerves. I'm a little bit worried about State of Decay 3, guys. I'm just going to keep it $150. We haven't gotten any updates on it. Let's hope we're going into next year, we got some updates on this game. On top of that, too, you know, we got Summer Game Fest. I think Intergalactic in the Heretic Prophet, it's ringing a bell right now. We need to see some gameplay next year. because we know that this game is going to be a 2027 release, at least from the leaks that we've been hearing. That would be fantastic to see some gameplay on that game and to see, what Neil is dealing with, because Naughty Dog, they need to step it up, y'all. I'm sorry, man. It ain't just Microsoft that we need to be worried about some of these games that we haven't gotten updates on yet. But Naughty Dog needs to step it up, you know what I'm saying, and show us something. I'm hoping next year, but knowing Sony and how they've been handling releases and stuff, like, we'll see. But Naughty Dog needs to show it, whether it's at Summer Game Fest or at a State of Play. We need some gameplay on Intergalactic. But I feel like once we see Intergalactic, it's going to be out of this world, because they have all this time to cook. You see what I'm saying? And they got to deliver now. They have to deliver. Get people hyped up for 2027, because at that point, we're talking about PlayStation 6. Going into 2027, anything is possible. We heard the rumors about production, when production is going to be starting, apparently, for PlayStation 6. So fall 2027 could be PlayStation 6 timeframe. Maybe, me personally, I would say 2028, because PlayStation 5 it's in its prime now. Not even in its prime. Not even, I wouldn't even say it's prime. Let me take that back. Not even in its prime, but just get into its prime. You see what I'm saying? And we need to see some of these bigger studios that Sony, Santa Monica. Come on. Look, Corey, I love you, bro. Corey, I love you. You my dog. You my mans. You know what I'm saying? But we got to see what's up with God of War, bro. I need God of War in my life. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm going crazy right now. I'm having withdrawals right now because we need to see God of War. Like, honestly, I'm gonna be upset if we go through next year and we don't learn anything about this 2D God of War. It worries me that we don't know anything about this God of War, 2D game. So at least show us something on that, or what the heck are you working on? You know what I'm saying? We need to see something on that. But, I still also have to remember, like, let's just put a lid on it. Let them cook. But at the same time, bro, like, we need some updates, you know what I'm saying, on these games and stuff like that we know is coming, but we just haven't seen anything on yet. But yeah, 2026, man. And then GTA 6 right now, I'm ready to see, the third trailer. Like, I'm ready to see it. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to see it. I know once they show that off, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be a whole vibe. So there is that one, guys. We're just doing a quick little, recap going into 2026, man. I'm excited. I hope you guys are hype. I'm hype. You should be hype. Especially Crimson Desert as well. We've been waiting on that for years at this doggone point. That's also another game that I feel like that game is probably going to be a beast to run. You know what I'm saying? And that's also going to be another game that's going to shine, on the PS5 Pro. It's going to be interesting to see how the Series X holds up in terms of performance and stuff. But yeah, so many games to talk about, y'all. Like, just because I know it might be a little dry for you guys right now, but just think about 2026, guys. Think about the games that we're going to be playing and experiencing. Think about technology, going a step even further into 2026. It's gonna be a whole vibe. So hit the like button, man. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Marathon. Oh, hold on, man. Hold on. Look, man. For those of you who weren't in yesterday's stream, let me just tell you right now. Spoiler alert: Marathon looks good. Marathon looks good. And in case if you missed out on yesterday's stream, $40 is the launch is what they're launching the game with. In terms of price and stuff like that. So, and it's going to be March 2026. We don't have a specific date, but we're looking at March 2026 for Marathon. I'm going to tell you right now, I'll give it a shot. It looks good enough for me to give it a shot. And that's a lot coming from me, because I'm not the biggest when it comes to extraction, shooters and stuff like that. But Marathon, and if I were Sony right now, I would do anything in my power to make sure that Marathon become a success, because spending almost $4 billion on Bungie, doggone it. I know Sony should have left doggone Bungie alone. They should have just left Bungie, allowed them to keep on doing what they're doing with their independence and stuff like that. They just put Sony in a corner right now. So I'm literally hoping that everything works out for Bungie and Marathon, because if Marathon fails, is going to sink in even further when it comes to the overall validation of purchasing Bungie, because they should have left them alone. Obviously, buying Bungie was obviously a impulse purchase. And we know how impulse purchases works out for us, right? So therefore, like I said before, we will see what happens. But so far, I feel like the time away from the media, away from the internet, away from all the drama, and going back in the oven and cooking, yes, it seems as though that this game is looking promising, at least for some people. A lot of people I've seen online looked at the game yesterday, that gameplay documentary stuff with the devs and stuff like that, and a lot of people are like, yep, I'm interested now. So this is why, like I said to you guys before, it is very, very important that you listen to fans' feedback, that you pay attention to those things, because those things are very, very crucial. They're very, very important, and you want to do those things. You want to listen, and that's why I always said, like, these companies, they can do better. You know what I mean? But when we stand up as gamers and when we vote with our wallets, it's awesome to see. All right, so enough with the chit chat. Hit the like button for your boy. Let's go ahead and let's talk about it. You ready? I know you should be ready. All right, now here we go, man. Let me get my trusty pen ready and let's talk about it. So we're gonna fuse both of these stories together, these two major leaks together. Okay, now, at any point of the show, you do enjoy what we do here, feel free to super chat. It definitely does. We're 100% fan funded. So if you want to continue to see the show triumph going into 2026, feel free to super chat. Check out my man Goku in the description as well, or consider becoming a member. Our end of the year goal is 100 memberships. So if you haven't already member up, do so, because we're going to be trying to do something possibly this weekend for you guys. So stay tuned, keep it locked right here on the channel. Let's get right into it, man. So we're talking about the PlayStation 6 handheld, and we're also talking about, and I'm telling you right now, based on the leaks, if this thing is at least $400, bro, or at least $299, oh my God, dude. Oh my Lord. Yeah, dude, we got it. We got something good. We got something that's going to sell. That's going to freaking sell, especially on the performance side of things. Yeah. Awesome, awesome stuff. Okay. All right. So let's get right into it. All right. So let's, before we get into PSSR 2.0 update, let's talk about the situation here with the handheld. So this is coming directly from Moore's Law is Dead. Shout out to Moore's Law is Dead. But Sony just patched all of their SDKs for PS5 game development back to 1.0 to support power saver mode. This is for the handheld, y'all. They're currently on 12.0. To be clear, they didn't even do this for PS5 Pro support. If you had an old launch game on SDK 1.0 or 2.0, they will tell you to update to the latest SDK. If you wanted to start working on adding direct PS5 Pro modes to your game, that means, okay, listen to this, that means power saver mode support is more important to them than Pro support. That is crazy. That is crazy to even think. All right. Like that. Wow, Sony. Wow. Okay. Now listen to this. Additional one dock talking about CPU optimizations, mentions that there are new lower power modes coming eventually, and directly suggests that your games should be runnable on only 8 threads. That's crazy. That is also crazy. Only 8 threads. That's nuts. It even at one point states new operation modes may be supported in the future and applications may run in environments with different available CPU. Configuration Sony is definitely preparing Canis handheld. So I'm going to tell you this right now. Behind all these updates from these developers, Moore's Law is dead with his sources and stuff like that. This tells me that Sony is serious about this handheld. They're so serious about this handheld and this low power mode that, bro, this is more important to them than PS5 Pro support. Let that sink into your brain cells right now. That's crazy. So I try to tell you, just like my man Shuya Yoshida was saying, it got to be something Sony got up their sleeve. They got something up their sleeve for us, guys, because it can't just be about the graphics and, and all the, higher resolution and frame rate. And no, it has to be something else. Man, when was the last time that we have gotten a dedicated handheld from Sony? PlayStation Vita. Like, don't get me wrong. The Portal has held up pretty well. You know what I mean? It's not a dedicated handheld, but it has matured on its own, right? But man, this tells me that Sony is serious about this handheld, and price is very crucial because according to the leaks, they said that it's going to be similar to the Switch 2, how the Switch 2 actually operates, pricing and stuff like that, probably around the same ballpark or even less. But with all these RAM shortages and things of that nature, hopefully that doesn't affect a lot of things in terms of costs. Because if that thing is too doggone expensive, nobody is going to, I'm not going to say nobody, people are going to still buy it, but it's not going to sell as much. So pricing is very, very, very crucial at this point. But being able to play a lot of these games on this PlayStation 6 handheld with this lower power mode at 60 frames per second, at that point in time, bump all the noise about resolution. And at the same time, too, even if the resolution is not as sharp, as long as you're playing at 60 frames per second, and then also you have to remember some of that DNA from the PlayStation 6 will carry over, like the AI, the upscaling, PSSR, whatever they're going to call it, version 3, whatever they're going to be calling it by the time we get into, the PlayStation 6 family of things. So it's going to be crazy. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, it's going to be a thing where it's like, oh, okay, yeah. People are just going to just buy the handheld and not buy the 6. I think people are going to buy the 6 and they're going to be buying the handheld as well. I think it's just going to be a thing where it's like, hey, it kind of reminds you of the old days, you know what I'm saying, of how it used to be back in the day with the PSP and, PS3 and all this and that. So very, very excited, man. Very excited to learn this. And so let's go ahead and let's bleed off into the next topic at hand here, talking about the PlayStation 5 Pro once again. I covered this yesterday talking about Redstone support for PS5 Pro, but man, Redstone ain't got nothing. You hear me? Redstone is a stepchild compared to the real deal, which is PSSR 2.0. I mean, or should I say baby cousin compared to the big cousin. You feel me? Like this is like, man, this is very, very exciting. And I don't think we have ever gotten this because obviously with PS4 Pro, it was never like this. It just shows you how technology has improved, and yeah, they can do these things. You know what I'm saying? Because the hardware is allowing them, AI is allowing them, the algorithm, all these things, programming all these things to happen, and, sharing the same algorithm and family as AMD, because AMD is like one of the biggest, when it comes to these consoles, like the chips for these consoles and stuff. But check this out. So a game dev basically said, I have a few PSSR updates for you. Oh boy, buckle up because it's about to get crazy up in here. There is an application called PSML Replay, which we did touch upon this, but we do have some more updates on this, okay? That Sony has given us for debugging glitches that pop up from PSSR. So Sony is aware that there are multiple big releases that have PSSR artifacting issues, which is true, guys. And they are working on it. In fact, by now, Sony has more tools for PSSR than AMD does for FSR 3. What? Or FSR 4, laugh out loud. I'm not joking. This developer is laughing right now. Bro. Bro, that is crazy. Dog. 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 Bro. This is absolutely insane. I don't even think y'all are following along right now. Sony has more tools for PSSR than AMD does for FSR 3 or 4? I need a little bit of water. I'm sorry. Wow. We're not done yet. You thought we was finished? Stop playing with me. 2, something called multi-frame super resolution 2, or MFSR2, is now referenced in some documents we have access to internally. PSSR is called MFSR1. MFSR2 apparently uses an updated algorithm that reduces the need for some pieces of input data, decreases the amount of memory used, and shortens GPU processing times. Oh my Lord. While delivering allegedly better image quality, it uses an entirely new API. What? Bro. This is absolutely insane. This cannot be true. This can't be real. This cannot be real. This can't be real. Because I am telling you, just stop right here. I don't want to read no more. Listen to me right now. The importance and the significance of this going into next year, just take out first party out of your mind and think about these third party games, Unreal Engine 5 games, all these big games that are coming out. Think about if developers just start patching their games with PSSR 2. These games are going to be a night and day difference from what we've been playing in 2024, late 2024, all of 2025, and then going into 2020. It's a night and day friggin'. If this is true, man, this is what I'm talking about. When you put out a product like the PS5 Pro, and a lot of consumers are like, why we need a Pro? Why are we doing this? Why are we even buying this? There's no need for this. The PS5 is just fine, bro. Because it's in a awkward state in the market, but people are buying the Pro. People are still buying it. Maybe not as much as the base PS5, but this is what I am talking about. Refining the Pro and getting it to be what it was designed to be. This is exactly what I'm talking, especially those more graphically demanding games. That is, shut your, Now, which we did talk about this. Let's get back into this. This is not some half upgrade. All right. It's huge, which we did talk about that. Now listen to this other part. FSR 4. I even wrote it down. Y'all think I'm playing? Y'all think I'm playing? I even wrote it down. I was already prepping for the show. FSR 4 and FSR 3 continue to be mentioned separately of PSSR. PSSR remains its own path. So that simply means PSSR, it's on its own thing. It's its own thing. FSR 4 and 3 is its other thing. It's FSR 4 and FSR 3 minding their business. PSSR is on it. It's in a league of its own. Don't mix. In other words, don't mix the two together. It ain't the same. What? Dog, this is crazy. Hear me and hear me loudly right now. Hear me right now. I need y'all boys to hear me. Listen. This is crazy to even think that a console is basically rivaling and outdoing a PC upscaling technology. They're saying that PSSR 2.0 is better than FSR 3, better than FSR 4 in a league of its own. This is crazy. This is absolutely for the first time ever. I've never heard this before. This is the first time we have ever had a console, right, that is out here rivaling and even outdoing PC upscaling technology. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is why I have love for NVIDIA, because NVIDIA with DLSS, man, DLSS is just so good. And obviously the Switch 2 is using DLSS. And I believe like the latest version or close to the latest version of DLSS. Those of you who don't like upscaling, listen to me. Upscaling is saving our butts right now. Literally saving our butts right now. Bro, we need, especially on the Switch 2, especially with those more demanding games, you know what I'm saying? You need upscaling. You need upscaling. And PS5 Pro looking the way it is right now, this is absolutely insane. Now, to end it off, so it seems clear that PS5 Pro will get an improved PSSR 2. In addition to FSR 4 support. In 2026, it's a big upgrade, and they will reduce how often games have PSSR issues. Oh my God. Fold your hands, Marlon. Fold your hands. Sony, if that's true, bravo. Listen, the last thing you want to do, if you're Sony, the last thing you want to do is to have issues with PSSR 2.0 or PSSR in general working against you, right? And making it to where people don't want to buy the console. So that's why, you see, now it all makes sense now why GTA 6 is delayed. Think about it. Come on. Listen, let me make it make sense for you. Listen, Sony, without a doubt, I believe, unless I'm wrong and I want to be wrong, has marketing rights to GTA 6. If that is 100% still true, that would mean if they have marketing rights, then they also have some say-so on some things. And, bro, I think y'all know where I'm going with this. It makes perfect sense. Remember, we heard from Detective Seeds. Shout out to Detective Seeds. Pretty much said that Sony developers, the higher ups at Sony, the devs and stuff like that, the programmers are working closely with Rockstar Games. Remember that report? Remember that rumor? To make sure that GTA 6 runs on PS5 Pro at 60 frames, or GTA 6 running on PS5 the right way. It makes sense. So let's kind of cross web everything together here. All right, I'm getting my Spider-Man on. Pay attention to what I'm saying. All these updates that we're hearing from these developers, from Moore's Law is Dead sources, these developers, it makes sense now. If Sony, oh Lord, man, we are going to be in for a ride. We are going to be in for a ride, y'all. Y'all don't even know the significance of this. If everything works according to Sony's plan, man, that's going to be a recipe for success. Because not only if they're able to get GTA 6 to run at 60 frames and have a 4K like image, shouts to Hip Hop Gamer, I always give credit. And I've been saying it too about PS5 Pro being the best place to play GTA 6 and at least giving us a 60 FPS frame rate. Remember, some of y'all think this is impossible. No, it's not. Pay attention to the leaks. We're going to cross web this joint, this son of a gun right now and make it make sense. Put on your hats. Put on your Dexter's Laboratory hats. We're fixing to go in the lab right now. Now, check this out. Think about what I'm saying. This is why I love what I do. You have this lower power mode that Sony is supposedly pushing. Follow along with your boy. If Sony allegedly is telling developers, yo, use this mode. A lot of developers apparently haven't really jumped on this lower power mode yet. But apparently Sony is saying, look, we're pushing for frame rate over resolution. Lower your resolution. It's about that 60 frames per second. Pay attention to what I'm saying now. I'm going to make it all make sense. Think about Sony fully getting developers on board, aka Rockstar Games, with this lower power mode and have that joint infused into GTA 6. Whoa, you're getting it now, huh? You're getting it now. Okay. And GTA 6 somehow utilized this lower power mode, aka what's going to be happening with the PlayStation 6 handheld. So you're going to be playing GTA 6 on that PlayStation 6 handheld of yours. All right, there. It's going to happen. Now, pay attention to what your boy is saying. It's not impossible. Nothing is impossible. If they find a way to get this lower power mode thing worked out and get more developers working with this particular technology and this particular mode, right? And infuse that into the more graphically simulative games like GTA 6. What? You have that lower power mode involved, and then you're able to upscale from a even lower blurry resolution, like 14, like say, I don't freaking know, 1280p or I don't know, 480p, something like that, 669p or 720p. I don't know, doggone it. Upscale from a lower internal resolution, just like how DLSS works, just like how FSR works. Come on, you should know this. And then upscale that mug. Upscale with the new PSSR 2.0 update. Oh, shoot. I'm done. I'm about to walk up out of here. I'm about to Bro, I'm about to leave you guys today. I'm about to end the stream early. You're not ready. Do you understand the significance of, do you understand how this could put Sony in a whole different lane going into 2026? This is crazy. You see what I'm saying? So think about this game, how everybody is busting their brains trying to figure out, yeah, there's no way this is going to run at 60 frames. Don't count it out yet. I'm not confirming anything. And even if I knew what frame rate GTA 6 was running at, I ain't telling y'all. I ain't telling you, I ain't getting in trouble for y'all. You see what I'm saying? I'm not fixing to sign no NDA. Let's say I know all this stuff. I'm not going to tell you nothing. I'm not trying to get in trouble. I'm not trying to lose my position. You feel me? I love y'all, but I'm not fixing to lose my position. It's not happening. You feel me? So
we will make our own destiny.
So, bro.
Marlon don't end the stream early, baby. Red heart emoji, 2 hearts emoji.
You know what, Sharifi? Yeah, just for you, my brother. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. You know what? Just for you, man. I'm not gonna end the stream. I'm not gonna end the stream early, man. It's too hot up in here right now. You hear that fire burning? I know you hear that fire burning, right? All right, relax. Listen to me, bro. I'm telling you guys right now. It makes all. I'm just putting the pieces to the puzzle. I could be wrong. But even if I knew what was going on with GTA 6 or knew anything about frame rate I ain't telling y'all nothing. But I will say this, though. Man, if Sony finds a way to get developers on board with this lower power mode, man, going into the PlayStation 6 generation, oh my God, dude. That's what I'm saying. GTA 6 could even on the base PS5, could very well run at 60 frames per second. Which means, I'm just saying, this is all hypothetical. Don't come back and say Marlon said anything, because I'm not confirming or saying anything. All I'm saying is this. With this lower power mode that we already got now on the base PS5 and the Pro, listen to what I'm saying. Think about this. GTA 6 runs at 60 frames on the base PS5. I'm not telling you it's 4K, right? It's going to be at a decent resolution enough to the where everybody can play and enjoy it on the base. Considering people are like, nah, there's no way. All right. But listen to me. On PS5 Pro, that's a whole different ball game. This is the trick that they have up their sleeve. Sony, you think you slick. Without me confirming or denying anything. I ain't confirming anything. I ain't denying anything. I'm just saying. Think about this, bro. Think about you honestly think going into year 6, right? With PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 5 Pro, that did somebody ring my doorbell? Hold up. Hold on a second, man. Oh, he walked off. He walked off. Hold on. That might be my PlayStation 6. Hold on a second here. Hold on a second. My PlayStation 6 is here. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, my PlayStation 6 is here, so yeah. All right, so yeah, let's get back into the huddle. So yeah. PlayStation 6 is here finally.
Tactical nuke!
Finally,
Incoming!
the early prototype. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Think about these things, guys. I need y'all to sit down. I need y'all to think about it, man, because I'm telling you, there's a lot going on behind the scenes right now. And for the biggest game known to man, right? For the biggest game known to man that is coming out next year, Sony won a big piece of that pie. And having a machine that can run this game at the best way possible is a recipe for success. And all the stuff that we're hearing from these developers, it makes crystal clear sense to me that Sony is not only prepping for the future, but also making sure that they are continuing to work with developers to go through these things with a fine teeth comb to make sure that everything is going to be running in tip top shape. So yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts in the actual comment section. What do you guys think? All right. So, let's move on to our next topic. Now, this one right here, like, bro, these guys are the GOAT. Okay? These guys are the GOAT. Sucker Punch is just, bro, come on, man. So, make sure you boys hit that like button. We're doing this right. Let's see if we could get over 200 likes. I know we could do it. Check this out. Now, this is coming directly from Sony, guys. Let's take it away. All right. So, boom, type up here on Sony Interactive Entertainment. And it says right here, December 16, 2025, Sucker Punch Productions co-founder Brian Fleming passes the reins to the next chapter of creative leadership. The next chapter begins as Sucker Punch ushers in new leadership for the future of the studio. Man, oh man, bro. After 3 decades, man, thank you so much, Mr. Brian, for all the greatness, man. Honestly. So after nearly 3 decades helping bring to life iconic franchises like Sly Cooper, Infamous, Ghost of Tsushima, and Ghost of Yote, Brian Fleming has announced he is passing Sucker Punch studio leadership onto a new generation. Over the past year, Brian has worked closely with PlayStation Studios to ensure that Sucker Punch was in the best hands moving forward with a strong foundation for the studio's continued success. Thank you, Sir Brian. Thank you for your service. All right. So look at this. Says right here, starting January 1st, longtime creative and technical leaders Jason Connell and Adrian Bentley will step into new roles as studio heads, continuing to guide the team's focus on ambitious, character-driven experiences that define PlayStation Studios. So this is very, very, very exciting news, guys. Listen, man, Sucker Punch, I believe these two guys are going to carry on the torch. You know what I'm saying? And it says Jason and Adrian have been instrumental in shaping the creative and technical direction of Sucker Punch in recent years. Jason, who served as co-creative director, on Ghost franchise, has helped define the studio's visual identity and storytelling style, bringing cinematic depth and emotional resonance to PlayStation players around the world. This is absolutely, bro, I'm telling you right now, these guys, listen, man, you know, Sucker Punch, like I said, I know some people are thinking like, yo, like, you know, they need to kind of update the engine and, you know, maybe update the gameplay and stuff like that. But yo, I'm telling y'all right now, Sucker Punch, freaking Infamous, dog. Bro. This is very, very exciting right now. Adrian, as technical director, has led the studio's engineering and production efforts, driving innovation across development tools and game systems that make Sucker Punch worlds so immersive. Together, they represent the perfect blend of creative vision and technical excellence that has always set the studio apart. Nate Fox will continue as co-creative director to complete the overall creative leadership team. I am excited, guys. I am excited. Okay. You know, man, I'm excited, guys. I'm excited. So get hype, get excited. It's going down. It's going down. Now, let's talk about new PS4 games in 2027. All right, let's talk about that. Hit that like button for me, guys. Hit the share button. Let's get it popping. You know what this is, man. Okay. PS4 games, Marlon? 2027?
Tactical nuke incoming!
Woo! Lord have mercy. Listen, love you guys. Hit that like button. Daniel, yes, they did say that Infamous, they would love to do Infamous, and they said that they have like a studio that's willing to help bring back Infamous. Y'all remember I talk about that Infamous remaster and stuff like that. So yeah, man, Sucker Punch is well aware that we want Infamous to come back. You know what I mean? And I think they're going to have a different studio work on Infamous remaster. I would even argue a remake at this point. I think a proper remake to the franchise or a proper reboot to the Infamous franchise. I honestly do think after Ghost of Tsushima and Ghost of Yote, I would argue Infamous is next. You see what I'm saying? Infamous is next, unless Sly creep up on us. But I do think that either Infamous, like, can you imagine a remake of the original Infamous for PlayStation 6 or even well, it probably, yeah, remakes don't take as long. So like what, 2 to 3 years max, maybe, you know, but hey, man, give us a remake for Infamous, man. I would buy that day one, or even a launch title for the PlayStation 6. Dog, I will be on that like water on rice. Listen, I'm just going to keep it $150 with y'all. You see what I'm saying? Like, that would be absolutely incredible at the end of the day, but we will see what happens. And bleeding over into our next topic here, ladies and gents, hit the like button if you're enjoying the show so far. More games for PlayStation 4 in 2027. Can you believe that? This has come from PlayStationLifestyle.net. Did Capcom confirm the first triple gen PlayStation 6, 5, and 4 game? Did you pay attention to the Game Awards? I hope you did. Following last week's Game Awards 2025, PlayStation fans are wondering if Capcom just announced the first triple gen game for PlayStation 6, 5, and 4. Mega Man Dual Override, will release sometime in 2027. The PlayStation 6 is expected to launch in 2027, right? At the end of that year, to be exact, at the earliest. Mega Man Dual Override only confirmed for PS5 and PS4 so far, but PlayStation 6 version is very likely. Capcom has announced that Mega Man Dual Override will launch on both PS5 and PS4 which came as a bit of surprise. Sure, it's not a very demanding game, but 2027 will mark PS4's 14th year. Let that sink in, y'all. 14 year in the market. So this is a quite, this is kind of like, wait, hold up now. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is quite the commitment from Capcom. Like, this is what I try to tell you boys, like, PS4, man, is goated. Like, that console is, if you don't know, now you know. People who are still mainly playing on PS4, man, you have eaten good. Year after year after year after year. Even in the PS5 generation, people are eating good. And on top of that, it says, right, but things have changed since then. Video game development budgets had ballooned into size, and developers are becoming increasingly picky when it comes to investing money and resources, and for Capcom to pledge a PS4 version in 2027 with PS6 around the corner. Hear how crazy that sounds. You got PS4 and you got PlayStation 6. Man, that's like comparing tuna to steak. Ugh. What are you doing? But hey, don't sleep on that tuna though, man. I'm telling you, hey, you can't go wrong when you hungry and you can't afford that steak. That tuna sandwich comes really handy. You think I'm lying? I ain't lying. Ask anybody. PS4 is the tuna sandwich that you just want to keep having. You just Listen. PS4 is that tuna sandwich that you've always had for years. And when the nice stuff come, the shrimp and the lobster, you know what I'm saying, and the T-bone steak, you're just like, yeah, this is nice, but shoot, give me that tuna sandwich, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cheap, it's healthy, you know what I'm saying? And shoot, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So, man, I was shocked because it was Mega Man Override, and it was also a couple other games I saw with PS4 popping up. And I was like, bro, what? Like, it just goes to show you the support for PS4 is crazy. And that big dog Capcom is still committed to PS4. This is fantastic, man. Fantastic. It lets me know that PS4 is not dying at all anytime soon. The PS4 legacy, the greatness is still awaiting us, guys. It's still happening. You know what I'm saying? So, and 2026, best believe we getting PS4 games as well. So, someone on Reddit actually put out something, and this is probably how some of you guys feel about the whole situation, but new PS4 games in 2027, I'm sure they will be many more in the future, but Mega Man Dual Override's PS4 reveal caught my eye at the Game Awards last night. I know it's not a demanding game, so the PS4 should run it with no issues. And of course, baby feet. I hope I said that game correctly. Baby feet? Is it called baby feet? Or is it baby? It's baby something. But that was an inside joke, guys. Sorry. So at the Game Awards last night, and I know it's not a demanding game, so the PS4 should run it with no issues, but dang. The fact that we are still getting 2027 PS4 announcements is wild to me. I know, bro. I know. And that tells you baby steps. I said, did I say baby feet? Sorry, guys. I said baby feet. When I should have said baby steps. Well, baby feet, steps almost go together, right? All right, enough with that. Okay, so even the PS2 in North America received its last game in November 2013, which was 13 years after its release. In 2027, the PS4 will be 14 years old. I love the PS4 during its heyday, but yeah. I understand how this man feels right now, but it gets to a point when PS4 finally die, ? Do you think we'll get games that release on PS4, PS5, and PS6 triple generation launches? Seem absolutely crazy to me, bro. The same thing I was even saying to myself. I was like, bro, like, this is absolutely insane. Triple gen launches. That, you know what? That doggone PS4 is not going to really give up on us. we're gonna go in. I mark my word. We're gonna go into the PlayStation 6 generation, and we're gonna still get games on PS4. Watch it happen. Watch it happen. All right, so let's talk about something else. Are y'all ready to go on an island? Are you ready to go on an island with your boy? Let me get my accent on real quick. Are you ready to go? Are you ready to get on an island with us? You ready to get on an island with me? We are going to enjoy ourselves out in the island. The sun and the Caribbean is very nice. I need you, MGN Squad, to get on the private plane with me so that we can go into the Caribbean together. Together, we are going to eat, sleep, and breathe the Caribbean. All the fishes and the jerk chicken and the curry chicken and the oxtail and rice and peas is going to be rubbing my tummy so delicious. All right, cut the cringe. Dead Island 3, y'all, is reported. I'm gonna just tell you right now, PlayStation 6 is reportedly in the works and is set to launch in early 2028. What? Early 2028? That's PlayStation 6. Come on. You should know this. Dead Island 3 is currently in development at Dam Buster Studios and is set to launch in early 2028, according to the financial documents from the company that have posted it online.
Say, why are you running?
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. You know what? I shouldn't be running, man. You know what? Marco, thank you for the first donation of the show. You're right. I shouldn't be running. I'm going to stay right here. I ain't going nowhere. I promise. I ain't going nowhere. I promise. So let's check this out. Quote, after the release of Dead Island 2 Ultimate Edition in October of 2024, the primary focus for Dam Buster Studios is now Dead Island 3. All developers are assigned to the project, and once the Luna and Mac versions of Dead Island 2 are complete, all of Dam Buster's QA team will also be assigned to Dead Island 3. Parts of the game are now in early production with feature, character, world, and design moving at pace. Wow. So they're not joking around right now. The current predict release window for the project is Q1 or 2 of 2028. Bro, that's PlayStation 6 right there. So guys, we are going to be in for a ride. Now, let's talk about this whole RAM situation that's going on right now. Again, I'm not scaring you guys, but hey, man, look, we got to talk about this right now because this stuff right here is getting scarier by the minute right now. So shout outs to Pirate Nation. Shout outs to my man Lucci Sky as well for the tag. Samsung raises DDR5 contract price by over 100%. Samsung has reportedly increased the contract price of DDR5 memory by over 100%, claiming no stock available. What? The Korean giant has pushed the DDR5 DRAM contract price near $20. OEMs are likely to pass this price hike on to consumers in 2026. No stock. Lord help us today. All right, guys, not looking too good for RAM. And this is why I try to tell you boys, during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas is about to come up. This is probably going to be your last chance. And it's too late for RAM right now because people on eBay acting like they're crazy, bro. Selling RAM, 64 gigs of RAM for $2,000, $1,500, over $1,000. Ridiculous. I can't stand when scalpers take advantage of situations. It's very, very annoying and it needs to stop. So there's that one, guys. We are officially in the Q&A portion of the show. So A round of applause to you guys, man, for hanging out with your boy. Yeah, let's get it. Let's go. Hit that like button. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you so much, Marco, for the first super chat. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you. Man, oh man, oh man. This RAM stuff is no freaking joke. It's a SG 707 tech. Where I talk about SG? Yo, my youth. Where I talk about, SG 707. Where I talk about Rasta? My youth, where I deal with, yo? Y'all, where y'all talk say? Y'all talk say, y'all tell me say my youth say my accent still Americanized. Is that what y'all tell me say my youth? Or where y'all talk say my youth? Yo. SG, yo, where y'all talk say, bro? Where you dep on, my youth? Where you dep on? Make sure you boys hit that like button. Oh, man. So are you guys ready for 2026, man? I see you guys already voted yes on Phantom Blade Zero. But yeah, man, I'm hyped, guys. I'm so freaking hyped right now. Y'all laughing. Yeah, man. I love to see y'all laugh, man. I love to see y'all laugh. I can only imagine some of y'all are watching me on y'all TV. What are y'all watching me on? I'm curious. Are you guys watching me on your phones or on your TV? I know some of y'all are at work, so you're watching me on your phones, right? I'm just curious. I'm just a little bit nosy right now. That's all. You said, bro, speaking Jamaican, that's fire. Oh, you're on your phone? I think most of y'all are watching me on y'all phones. If you want to see the difference, close to the stream. Oh, personal laptop? Oh, see, you got to be a rich high baller like there's no hope for you to be watching me on a laptop. That's how you know you got money. When you watching your boy on a laptop, that's how you know you got money. And there's no hope is nothing short of that. He just got crazy paper. That's awesome to know. Yeah. We are, man, youth. We are, man. I said, always phone in my room and playing game. Nice. It says, I'm on the road, but watching you on the phone. Nice. Okay. Yo, it's great to hear how you guys watch the shows, man. It says, I'm ready for 2026. I chatted with super rich people on how they invest. I feel so small now. Oh, you already know how rich people do their thing, man. All you need is that money. There's no hope for you. It says, stop the cap. Come on, bro. I'm wearing the cap. Now, I know you ain't wearing no cap because we both know you're more loaded than a baked potato, man. You're the richest one up in here, man. See, only you can make those kind of moves. I try to tell you, only you can make those kind of moves. I can't make the moves that you make, man. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. You say you're hyped for. You say I'm not hyped for Phantom Blade. Hey, I understand that. It might not be your vibe. That's all good. You say you're on that big 55-inch. Man, you got your boy all big in the living room, man. That's awesome, man. That's awesome to hear, man. That's awesome to hear. Dallas says I'm watching on my phone. Let's go, man. A lot of you guys watching on the phone. TV, I work from home. Oh, see, you got to be a high roller like Lucci Sky. A lot of you boys are high rollers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all some big dogs. I try to tell you boys, y'all some big dogs, man. Y'all some big dogs. You feel me? A lot of you boys are some high rollers. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you boys are some high rollers, man. I wish I was rolling like y'all, bro. Wait, Terminator Survivors delayed out of 2025. I'm not. Who is even talking about Terminator Survivors? You know what I mean? Who is even talking about that game to even begin with? Like, who is even talking about that game to begin with? Like, what are we doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we freaking doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is absolutely freaking insane right now. Like, I can't even believe what I'm actually hearing right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait, what? Like, huh? Who was even caring about that game to even begin with? Who was even caring about that game? You know what I'm saying? Terminator Survivor, like what? Delayed out of 2025. I have not seen not one of you guys up in here talking about that joint. Not one of y'all, not even one of you guys I saw, talking about that joint. So yeah, Terminator, man, I don't even know, man. The heck is going on right now, bro? Garbage. Yeah, Terminator Survivor looks garbage. Terminator 2D is good. I must look into that and see what's up. But bro, like this is crazy right now. Like, come on, man. Like that's insane, dude. That is absolutely freaking insane. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? It said, nah, you're that. You see my face? YouTuber extraordinaire, freestyle rap artist. Your wife is an R&B diva on the low. Y'all the rich one. Nah, man. Nah. Come on, man. Nah, that's cap. That's all cap, baby. Come on, man. We know your grandfather is responsible for making listen to me, man. All the sugar that we have been using for years, your grandfather was the one that literally started that whole thing. Flour, sugar, rice, you know what I'm saying? Harvest all that stuff so that we can have all that stuff. So you got crazy money. Your stuff is longer than your money is longer than Train Smoke. That it's not even Train Smoke don't even have nothing on the money that you got. You know what I mean? You still collecting off of all that. So you ain't got to do nothing for the rest of your life. You have already went into retirement at a young age. So you watching me on your G6 TV. As a matter of fact, sorry to put your business out there, but LG G6s are not even in pre-production yet. And you already watching me on that joint. That's how you know you got crazy money. Come on, man.
Thanks for the dono.
DF say Shadows and Doom looks better than DS2, Yote.
DF say Shadows and Doom looks better than DS2. What? Nah. Yeah, he's the founder. Yeah, he is, man. Don't let There's No Hope fool you guys. You know what I'm saying? Don't let him tell you. You know what I'm saying? And you should have seen mine when you said I'm rich. You said, I'm a descendant from the West Indies. So you know what? Yeah, I know. And that's how I know you got crazy paper too. You ain't fooling me. You ain't fooling me, homie. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, what? Digital Foundry say Shadows and Doom look better than DS2 and Yote? Nah, bro. Well, you know what? That's their opinion. If they really said that, then hey, that's their opinion, bro. I'm not here to convince them otherwise. All I know is DS2 is probably the best looking game of this entire generation. There's another game I'm forgetting to mention. It's on my head. You guys know what the game is. There's another game too that looks good. It can't come to me right now. Furious, what's going on, my brother? Make sure you boys hit that like button, hit that share button. And Hellblade 2, DS2. What else? Which other game? There's another game I'm forgetting right now. Metroid Prime 4 looks better than Hellblade 2. You know what? I'ma hold that thought. I'ma hold that thought right quick. But you know what? If that's the way how you're thinking, my brother, who am I to say otherwise? If that's how you thinking, man, then that's how you thinking. You know what I'm saying? If that's how you thinking, then that's how you thinking. Who am I to say otherwise? Yeah, I ain't even gonna hold y'all like that. But if that's what you think, if that's what you know, then that's what you know. Ghost of Yote is looking slightly better than DS. No. See, we got different tastes, y'all. We got different tastes, man. And that's completely fine, bro. We all got different tastes. We all got different tastes, and that's completely fine. So if that's, hey man, I don't even know, bro. Whatever, I guess, bro. Whatever, I guess. If y'all think that way, if y'all honestly think that Ghost of Yote looks better, slightly better than DS2, okay. Not even close. Not even close. Clear Obscure is way better than DS2 and Yote. Okay. Hey, I'm glad you feel that way. I'm glad you feel that way. If that's how you really feel, okay, that's cool. That's a whole vibe. I can appreciate that. It said Clear Obscure may look good, but that's all. It's soulless. Yeah. It's not for everybody. It's not an everybody kind of game, but hey, man, I digress. Johnny says, "What's up, bro? Asus launches world's first 5K." What? What? No. What? No. What? Yo, I thought it was just LG doing this. Oh, wait. Hold up. Thanks for telling me that. What? Wait, hold on. Let's get back into the chat. Make sure y'all hit the like button for me, guys, if you're enjoying the show. Nah, DS2. Yeah, DS2 is on a whole nother level. But hey, to each their own, bro. To each their own, bro. Oh, so it's a 27-inch monitor. I thought it was a 45-inch monitor. Okay. So yeah, that 5K, that's going to be ultra sharp and crisp. Oh my goodness. On a 27-inch monitor? Yeah, that's insane, dude. I disagree. You say, I got Terminator 2D physical for my Switch. It's sold out at Best Buy really fast, too, for both PS, Switch, and Xbox. The news coming from WCC FTech. Yeah, I'm looking at it on their website right now. The 5K XG27 JCG. See, There's No Hope already got it already, too. He already copped it. Yeah, that's bunkers. Yeah, man. Let me show y'all real quick. Let me show y'all the monitor. Bro, this monitor looks crazy. Yeah, 27 inches. So, this thing is going to be the PPI, the pixels per inch on that is going to be crazy, dude. So here it is right here, man. This is it right here. This is the monitor right here. The 5K. Matter of fact, let me just put a timestamp on this one so that we actually covered it. That is crazy. Yo, Johnny, thank you so much for bringing this to our attention, man. Let's put a timestamp on this. Who is going to buy this, though? That's what I want to know. Any of you guys going to be purchasing this bad boy? So Asus seems like they're dropping this new 5K visuals, dual power, ROG Strix 5K monitor. Experience breathtaking clarity with the ROG Strix 5K XG27 JCG, a 5K 5120 by 2880 fast IPS. So it's an IPS display, 218 PPI, bro. That's going to look razor sharp and blazing 180 hertz, overclock, refresh rate, ultra sharp, immersive visuals. A dual mode feature allows for effortless switching between immersive 5K at 180 hertz for cinematic adventures and light and fast QHD. So basically 1440p at 330 hertz for peak performance. Man, this is the monitor right here, bro. This is like an end game monitor at 27 inches though. Pause. But yeah, man, this is it. So it has 95% of the DCI P3 color gamut. So that's pretty good in terms of the color. And then HDR 600, not HDR 1000, which is kind of a little disappointing. But I mean, this is kind of like the standard for the most part. So they're using the ELB2 65% brightness visuals. It's going to have G-Sync, AMD FreeSync, 3 millisecond. You know, them FPS games are going to be really nice on this with a 0.3 millisecond response time. And yeah, dude, 218. Yeah, that is going to look razor sharp, especially on a 27-inch monitor. Yeah, dude, that's going to look crazy. That's going to look crazy. So if you want to play like CSGO and Call of Duty or like Apex Legends, then you will switch to the QHD, 330 hertz mode. But man, this thing's going to be crazy. You know, them esports guys are probably going to buy it. And then also creators as well. Like if you're doing Photoshop or like any kind of creative work and stuff like that. But yeah, man, they just keep dropping monitors right into, so they throw in their dynamic shadow boost technology, AI visuals. This is like that new algorithm that they've been introducing in the monitor that I currently do have as well. AI visuals, basically help upscale the image quality and stuff like that and improve the video quality and stuff. And then obviously this is all their UI stuff and everything. And why not? I don't understand. Why not DisplayPort 2.1, bro? Why are we still using DisplayPort 1.4 is beyond me, but whatever. USB Type-C, headphone jack, 2 HDMI 2.1 ports. I wonder how much this is probably going to cost. It better not be more than $700, but you know how these companies get down, bro. You know how these companies get down at the end of the day. So yeah, man, that is a crazy situation. You say, you inspire me to get serious about making content for YouTube. First of the year, I'm going to start. Oh man, let's go, bro. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so happy to hear that I can be an inspiration, man. That's why I do what I do for you guys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, straight up. Hit that like button. Tim's the guy they made fun of because he suggested Bethesda stay multi-plat. Funny how that works. I'm sure Phil is gone soon to like a few weeks. He says, we was talking about Terminator and bam, monitor. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we was talking about Terminator. Yeah, you're right about that though. We was talking about Terminator. I'm like, bro, who is playing Terminator? You know what I'm saying? Like, who's playing that? Somebody. That 2D Terminator game and then Survivor, I guess got delayed. So, but yo, I'm happy. Hey yo, I'm happy, bro. I'm happy to hear that, man. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you enjoyed the show. Said next year Marlon will change to livestock channel on AI stocks. So let's get that bread. SG, you're the real money maker, man. Forget about there's no hope. You are the money maker. You are the money maker. You love Terminator? I'll be back. I'll be back. Get to the chopper. Get to the chopper. I'll be back. Said crypto is about 5% for YOLO. Okay. Say a couple months till RE9. I can't wait. Oh yeah, dude. RE9 is fixing to be dope, man. RE9 is fixing to be fire. Nah, you're not an ordinary guy, man. You're not an ordinary guy. You're a rich guy. You know what I'm saying? You're a rich guy, man. You're not an ordinary guy. You're a rich guy. You got crazy paper. I wish I had the money that There's No Hope had. It says, what about Marathon yesterday, though? Yeah, it looked good. I don't know if you were in the stream when I was talking about it, but it looks really good, man. It piques my interest. Yeah, I'm a Terminator fan. I am. I think after Terminator 2, the whole, at least on the movie side, just kind of went down. But yeah, I love Terminator. He said, Marlon, what games are on your list for 20? Oh, almost everything, my brother. Almost everything, man. You know, Forza Horizon 6, Fable, you know, Crimson Desert, Wolverine, man, everything, bro. Everything. You know what I'm saying? Phantom Blade Zero, everything, man. Yeah. Halo Campaign Evolve. Yeah, man. Resident Evil 9. You already know, baby. Let's get it popping. Yeah, Pragmata looks pretty good too as well. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Marlon, don't forget. Oh, yes, 007, bro. Yes. How could I forget about 007, man? So now my birthday was last Saturday. Oh, happy belated birthday, bro. Happy belated to one of the GOATs. Shout out to my brother. I appreciate you, man. Eminem said, don't forget 007 First Light. Bro, we're going to be eating so good, man. Even Mind's Eye too. No, sir. Mind's Eye to my box side. Get that Mind's Eye out of here, bro. Mind's what? Mind's who? No, sir. Mind's Eye who? No, sir. Mind's Eye who? Nah, bro. Nah. Oh, Soros. Yeah, man. Soros looks really good, bro. I'm ready, guys. I'm ready for Soros, man. I'm ready. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. I hope you guys are ready too. Man. I'm really, really excited. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. You know, we'll see. I'm being as patient as I possibly can, but we'll see. Bobby Cook! Welcome back, my brother. Helping us. Spending some of that 50-90 money with us. Bobby Cook is spending some of that 50-90 money. I told y'all. He membered up. Okay, so that puts us at 98. He has changed the game. Woo! 98. We're at 98, just like that. Towards our end of the year goal. Shouts to elite member Bobby Cook. God bless you, man. Man, that is the biggest support that we have gotten on the stream today so far. So congratulations to Bobby Cook. Congratulations. Jersey Girl has received a gifted membership. Let's go, man. Shout outs to elite member Bobby Cook. Bobby told us, look, man, he sold his extra 50-90 he had, and he's just trying to bless us. So shout outs to elite member Bobby Cook, man. You're the GOAT, bro. Always coming through, supporting the shows, man. Even when it seemed like it's just not happening, you always come through and support our membership club, man. Appreciate you, bro. Eminem says, yo, Marlon, I was disappointed about the ending of the Game Awards. They should have showed either the God of War remake or the new Black Flag resync. Yeah. I mean, they showed that what's it called? High Guard or whatever the heck it's called. Hey, man, you know what? It is what it is, bro. Like, it's all good, man. It is what it is at this point. Maybe the God of War, maybe the 2D God of War game was not ready to be shown. You know what I mean? Maybe Sony is holding it close to the chest until next year. You know, we're just going to have to wait and see. But, yo, shouts to Bobby Cook. Bobby, love you, man. Love you, Bobby. He said, are you buying Phantom Blade Zero day one? 54%. Thank you all for the contribution on the votes, guys. 54% of you guys said yes. 26% of you guys said no. 10% of you guys said not my kind of game. And then waiting for reviews, 10%. So Shaz to, what's it called? High Guard or something like that? Yeah, man. When Jeff Keighley was talking towards the end, basically saying like, look, this is our final showcase, final game, final reveal. And I was like, come on, man. Like you joking, right? You joking, but hey, it's all good though. It is what it is. Most people are probably going to be like super duper excited about that joint. So it's all good, man. It's all love, shout out to the developers and all that. It says for TV next year at CES, which one to look out for? Man, honestly, bro, if you can get a LG G5 right now, that's a TV I'm hearing that is fire, bro. That's the TV right there. I have an LG G4 back here, and it's absolutely incredible. You know what I'm saying? In terms of like newer TVs, I haven't seen anything yet because I'm like literally get like press releases and stuff from CES. But I'll let you guys know, how that goes. You say High Guard is getting a lot of backlash right now. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, I got to see more gameplay. Who knows? The game might be good. You know what I'm saying? But I think a lot of people was expecting something big because traditionally speaking, that's how it's always been. You know what I mean? We've always gotten something, towards like the end of each Game Awards, like big announcement wise, but I could be wrong. But yeah, LG or Samsung, it's a LG or Samsung for OLED. Yeah, they're both great for OLED, man. Hisense, all these companies are good for OLED. It just matters on your budget and what you want to spend and the size that you want to spend on. Nintendo has acquired Bandai Namco Studios Singapore, the co-developer. Interesting. I didn't see a pop-up on that. Says I heard $3 million to get a spot for the last $3 million. Holy mother of God. Wow, that's a lot of money. That's a lot. That's more money than the Super Bowl, man. I don't even think that's even worth it. But hey, you know what? It is what there's more people that watch the Game Awards now more than anything. So I guess if you have that kind of money and you're an established studio and you want to get your game out there, hey man, then hey, do your thing, I guess. Any OLED 120 hertz is plenty. He says, I have a LG B5 OLED. Love it. Oh, yeah. Awesome. I love the B series, man. I love the B series. I even reviewed the B4 on the channel. And yeah, man, that video got like, 30,000 views? Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. So yeah, man, it's definitely well loved. But I appreciate y'all, man, for coming through, guys, and hanging out with your boy, man. Bobby Cook, thanks for saving the day, my brother. I appreciate you, man. One love and God bless. Said Marlon says, what do you think of the 2 Tomb Raider games back to back? Oh, yeah. Catalyst and the Atlantis is a remake. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really, really excited, bro. Like, honestly, I'm hype. You know what I'm saying? Catalyst is something new, and I think the remake, Atlantis and everything. So it looks really good. It looks really good, man. I'm hype. I love Tomb Raider. Grew up playing Tomb Raider, so I'm hype, man. Much love, man. Much love to you guys. He said, how do you feel about Lenny Kravitz being in 007? He said, I see a lot of YouTubers hating him. He said, but man, people need to stop, dude. Man, all this negativity for no reason. The game is not even out yet. Just let the game come out, and then we'll see how, you know, things work out and everything. Like, come on, man. People just need to stop all the negativity, bro, and the fighting and the bickering for no reason. Like, it's unbelievably crazy to me. But hey, do your thing, I guess. I don't know. Just do your thing. Let's see here. It says, what if Rockstar Games actually delays GTA 6 into 2027? That could also be a possibility, my brother. That could also be a possibility as well. But we're just going to have to be patient and wait and see what happens. Just let the game cook. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, just let the game cook, man. Can't rush it, bro. You can't rush stuff. You just got to take your time. You know, with a lot of these releases and everything, you just have to take your time. That's the thing. You have to take your time. Can't rush anything. But I love you guys, man. Thank y'all so much, guys, for being here today. Please hit that like button and share out the stream. Those of you who donated to our show today, I appreciate you. Every little bit counts. We're 100% fan funded. And without y'all support, there wouldn't be no show. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today. I'm not going to hold y'all too long. Be sure to hit the like button on your way out if you haven't already. Hug somebody and tell them you love them. Like the great legendary Edica would always say, please have yourself a wonderful one. I love you guys, man. Stay up, guys. Stay up. Be blessed. Stay safe out there in this crazy world. And let's put your jackets on because it's mighty, mighty cold out here. Love you guys. Hit the like button. Peace. We out of here. Let go.
Literally making something out of nothing. Then you feel me? I'm glad to be in that position because everything is broken.
Every time I elevated something to celebrate. John Jones, I went to heavyweight on these featherweights, but I ain't backing down. I'ma take the weight up another plate. Lean at the crumbs, that's how you eat. Let me demonstrate. Decade in the game, I ain't lost a step. I just up the pace. Watch them up the pay. I put in the reps and pick up the chase. Then it up the balance, but we ain't even no miles away. It ain't just a talent. I took the challenge and walked the craze. Fell a couple times, but I got back up with some saving grace. Definitely leader, pastor still need a preacher. Talk to me when I'm shallow. Lend a lens to see deeper, closer in to see higher up. That's too much for the speakers, but ain't much for the thinkers. Clouded, I rush to the lower end to see what's in the deeper. Found a message to send itself with much younger and eager. Keep your youth and maintain your health, cause the future is trouble. But you made for the struggle, and you born with the hustle. Any imagery less than greatness, erase it and double down on your first mind. I come from the worst kind, made life before I found shine. No chain, it was all grind. I'm him and they want to dim, but my lumen's way off the chart. I'm human, I can't admit, but my spirit up with the stars. I'm clear as I ever been. This feeling won't never end. They watching, I notice, but it ain't knocking the focus. I'm highest and hottest, but I still be the coldest. I'm a champion, I'ma win, I know. I'ma grind for mine, they can't stop me, no. If I die, it's fine, cause I live to show that it can be done. I'm a champion, I'm a champion. I'ma win, I know. I'ma grind for mine, they can't stop me, no. If I die, it's fine, cause I live to show that it can be done. I'm a champion, I'm a champion. Life been so crazy, I can't do nothing but look high. This is just like I prayed, but ain't like I thought. I'm my way and sitting in my zone while they plotting out my grave. I'm plotting my next stop out state, getting that pay. I kept it true, I can't say how they played. I'm just gonna state what I knew and thank God I got grace. Grace for my years I've been putting in that pain. The bounce back insane, the build up took time, but wiped up the stains. I'm mic'd up as live, tap in, let's get gains. It ain't no more would did or should did. I got too much right now to brain. That's all I know and all I live for. All trying to stop my show. The tour 10 years ain't stopping till it's round the world and back again and back again and back again and back.